Oops, never mind. That was the wrong button. One more time. Hello, everybody. It's me fucking up. It's your boy, clicky wrong button man. I'm here to tell you all that it is, it's roleplay time. It's time for roleplay.
Water
Um,
sport.
no. God damn it. We're here in space. There's this shitty ship. Everybody's on a shitty ship, and they're getting shitty shit, and they gotta fix it, but it just keeps getting shittier. So let's see how shitty it gets tonight, shall we all? But before we do get to the shitty, just a reminder for all of you, thank you so much for being here. This is our Warhammer 40k Wrath and Glory roleplay campaign called Findroso's Vagrants. Basically, what has transpired up until this point is our players were entrusted by the captain of the ship to essentially solve a bit of a fuel and batteries crisis, air quotes batteries. Um, you don't need to worry about it, Kinetic. The imagination goes here is it's algae and nothing more. Anyways, but essentially, what I am here to tell you all is that after being instructed by the captain to go find a method of unfuculating the situation at hand, they were directed to a sort of off the books docking bay attached to the ship, where a private vessel of the captain's is held in dry dock, more or less. And upon arriving there, they found that the ship was in no condition to fly, having been scavenged, and also missing its pilot, a nav servitor that would be necessary for its flight. So, after dealing with that, they basically ended up discovering a little green fella who was responsible for a lot of that salvaging efforts, and basically spent all of last session suffering in vents. So here's hoping we don't have to revisit that. But for the time being, with all that little catch up out of the way, I'll give everybody a quick reminder once we get into the session. But a reminder to everybody who is watching. When we do these kinds of broadcasts, we don't always have the chance to directly orally interact with the chat, but we will most likely be providing plenty of typing in response to things. Occasionally, we do interact verbally with chat, but just a heads up, sometimes it's like, we're a little too engrossed in the story at hand. And then another little reminder is if you guys would be so kind as to do so, please follow all the wonderful people who are involved with this project. We also have an archive where you can watch previous sessions. But if you could drop a follow on each and every one of those wonderful Twitch links there, I'd very much so appreciate it. And I guess the only thing last to
No,
mention. No? Okay. Well,
don't
don't do
follow
that
me.
then. Gatsby says don't follow him, so follow him twice. And then also we have Wrath Pool. Yay! So essentially the way the Wrath Pool works is every collective total of $10 we earn across contributions through bits, donations, and subscriptions goes towards the pool, the Wrath Pool, in the bottom right here. Essentially what the Wrath Pool is the players can use the Wrath die or the Wrath numbers to either reroll a dice or modify a combat result depending on how they use the implementation. Normally, by default, Wrath is implemented a little differently, but in my modification, essentially all Wrath can be used for is either reroll your entire roll, you can do a free reflex attack, which is kind of like a before your turn comes attack based on certain circumstances, or you can drop to 0 shock, which is like another mechanic that is essentially part of the stuff at hand. Jackfruit Swordsman also, thank you for following Effie. I'm a little confused. Did anyone see the alert pop up? Because I didn't see the thing show up on screen, which is a little disconcerting. I'll have to look into that. Anyways, as we move onwards, um, just a quick reminder on that front. Basically, our Wrath system is a little different from the core mechanics as well, because whenever they use the Wrath points, they roll on a D100 table and see what happens. as a result of them dipping into the pool. But this allows us to expand and increase the wrath pool beyond the normal size it usually is when we run this kind of stuff. So just make sure that you guys, if you would like to support this or enjoy what you're seeing, feel free to make contributions that will increase that pool. Or you can go ahead and spread the good word of our project to all your friends out there. But either way, Effie, do you have any other things to say to anybody, or shall we start our adventure?
So Mario Kart 9 is going to have a new twist. It's in development. And according to the, Imgur post I said, apparently it's anal. So gamers, I don't know what to tell you.
Hi. I don't know why I didn't add the angry eyebrows to this one, but I highly regret it. I feel like that needs
Muted,
to be corrected.
streamed, unmuted, continue laughing. Thank you, Peter.
What?
He knocked on the window and it scared the shit out of me.
Good.
Perfect. Yeah, with all that anal talk. Anyways.
I mean, right there, that's news. It's breaking news.
It's news. Yep, that's news, all right. That's for sure.
It's definitely news.
There's always been anal. It's called a purple shell, you fucking assholes.
Oh, damn. Okay, yeah, you're right.
All right, well, anal Mario Kart aside, why don't we go ahead and get back into the horrible, nightmarish realm that is the Warhammer 40k universe. All right, doodly-doo. Let me go ahead and play some of that there ambience so we get a better vibe. And kick it off. Okay, players. We return to the hangar that you all found yourselves within, now up with a decent collection of scrap mechanics, scrap mechanisms, I should say, and salvage that had been essentially being stockpiled by a little green fellow by the name of Stogpizzle that some of you are familiar with. As being what is called a grot, a lower kind of subspecies, arguably perhaps more intelligent, but very much so less impressive physically in the orc species. This little fellow managed to get all the stuff that you needed and brought it back to the ship, and now more or less you have everything you need to make the ship flyable, except for the nav servitor, which is a very important element of that. And Stogpizzle, you recall, had told you that he had been in the process of extracting it when it was essentially taken from him by a group of gangers belonging to the Downspouts, one of the many gangs that inhabits the lower decks of the Findroso. So, to that effect, as we return to the four of you in this space, now having your collected salvage and having put a little bit of time and effort into giving giving the boots to this little green guy, I will open the floor to what your party would like to do next. How would you guys like to approach the next leg of your journey?
I turn my bolt pistol on myself and shoot myself in the face. We're dead.
Well,
he's taking us to where more shit is, right?
Well, I mean, he did tell you that, like, we kind of yada-yada'd that on at the ending of the last session.
We got everything.
Essentially, yeah, you guys collected everything of note from his little stashes and followed him through the vents. That would be a session of its own, playing follow the little green man into his hidey holes. Mm-hmm. But I decided that might be worth accelerating at this point. So essentially, what you've come up with from all that salvaging is primarily a lot of crap, a lot of scrap that really has no purpose and is old and worn, but bits and pieces eventually culminated into being the return of almost every bit of system for the ship that you have been currently working towards getting up and running. So everything you need tech-wise is here, aside from the servitor. And you could potentially find other bits and bobs that could improve the ship even more, Das, but for the time being, all you need now is the nav servitor to actually have this thing running and to go solve the
Okay.
problem at hand.
And the servitor, it was taken by the downspouts.
Yes, so the downspout gang basically jacked the servitor from Stogpizzle.
So do we need Stockpizzle anymore?
I don't know, that's up to you.
I feel like he's just directing us to where the downspouts hid shit, right?
Yeah, he might know
Right,
the
like that.
location.
Or we're playing. Are we currently playing follow the leader to where they're probably stashing the servitor? I thought, or are
Well,
we
you
just all
guys-
standing in a hallway like a bunch of idiots?
No. That ignore where we are on the map wise for now. Essentially,
No.
where you are right now is still at the shuttle in the docking bay with Stogpizzle. So essentially, now you have the option. He's cowed and no longer like putting his attempts forwards, but at the same or sorry, I'm a little scatterbrained. The heat is bad. Essentially, what is going on here is you guys are still in this place with your ship that needs to be repaired. You have Stogpizzle, but nobody has undertaken the journey into the depths of the ship yet to reach the downspout territory. So this is you all four in this space deciding collectively how you want to approach that, and if you have any further questions or concerns about Stogpizzle for that matter.
Fuck Stockpizzle. We don't give a shit about that little fucking green piece of shit.
So what I'm hearing is
You cut his throat.
it's snack time.
I mean, I think that we asked the one outstanding question of does he know where the downspouts stash the servitor? And if so, that will save us some hunting time, even if he could potentially guide us if needed, maybe to exactly where it might be if he knows where it is.
Mm.
If the answer is no, I see no fucking use in keeping him around. Quick team huddle without Stogpizzle. We're saying all this in a little huddle without him. Okay. Thank you. Welcome, Dylan.
Just just a little team huddle.
Full
Just
team huddle. I don't know. Makes sense to me. I don't know if there's it. I mean, asking him where the fuck the servitor might be stashed. If he doesn't know, he's lived out his usefulness. If he does know, then we can show it. He can show us, and then as soon as we find it, we can finish him off, and then take it back and get back to fucking our main mission. Because we still haven't even gotten off the ship, and time is of the essence.
It's true. It's true. Not even a
That
full day has
is
passed.
true.
Technically. What about you? Oh, hold on. I was about
Put him
to
in a
ask-
body
Go
bag.
ahead.
Yeah, Tarvathian, do you have any input on the current situation, or do you have any other activities you'll be doing as they're discussing what to do with Stogpizzle?
My input is whatever the squad wants to do, I'm down for. The fucking, oh my god, I already forgot their names. The gangers.
Downspouts?
Yeah, I don't like them. So if I could lead this towards a scorched earth policy, I'd be down. But Fellowship 1, baby.
All right, what about you, Monty? Any input, or are you pretty much on the same level?
I mean, Monty has this kind of, affinity towards making groups, but he's not going to stand in the way of this one if we get what we need. So he's down to, shake him down for more information. Even if previously attempted to kind of, I don't know, connect with this creature, but he's Monty's not interested in being obstinate or combative. So, yeah, let's ask him if he knows where this thing's at, and if he doesn't, then we just go to where the downspout territory is and start blasting till we get fucking answers.
All right. So how do you guys want to enter? Das, it sounds like you were putting some ideas forward with the conversation with Stog Pizzle, so go ahead. You can role play that out.
Oi, shithale.
Hmm?
Do you know where they're stashing the servitor?
Stog's Pizzle's told you. It's the servitors. It's in the downspouts place.
Yeah, they got a lot of space. Do you know specifically where?
Stog Pizzle might know where talkie-walkie man thing is held. Yeah.
Sounds like you're leading us on a shopping errand.
Shopping's for what?
The servitor.
No. You needs the walkie-talkie, Robo, Umi. So Stog's Pizzle's gonna help you find it. Yeah, and then we can all be friends. No.
So, that's that conversation over. Das does not like having to talk to him because his urges to just smash it in half is rising every moment.
Are you buying time?
So Stog Pizzle just kind of looks a little bit like, what would the equivalent of like an insight roll be? Oh, there is insight as a fucking stat. Cool.
That tilted me off the planet for a second. I was like, wait, I swear I remember one.
So Stog Pizzle says, yeah. Stog Pizzle's got all the good bits. Stog Pizzle knows exactly where he's keeping it, and he'll lead you there. And Stog Pizzle's gonna be real useful to you. And then you can all give me an insight 2, with a DN of 2. Anybody who wants to, that is.
Oh, fuck this little green dude. Oh, man, what the fuck?
All right,
Monty doesn't know, apparently. He's just like...
gotta body this.
Oh,
Nope.
so close.
Hey!
You think this shifty Wazak is gonna pull one over on me? I'm of the kin, son.
All right, with 4 successes and a critical success, adding more to the glory pool. Monty and Tarvathian, you're both kind of like, all right, he seems to know his shit, and he knows his way around. Das, there's an undertone to him that is just giving you a real solid, like, he could probably lead you in the direction of where he knows where their kind of, like, territory is, but, like, something in you is just, maybe it's the voices of your ancestors urging you to never trust a green skin, but you're definitely, and Trisva, apparently you're, like, so disinterested you don't even care whether or not he's lying. But
I
Das,
mean,
you're very much so like, I very highly doubt this little fuck knows anything other than to give you the general direction of like where you might want to end up, and then his use is probably at an end by that point. So that is entirely how, but you can translate that interpretation, Das, but
I mean, we
everyone
still
else
have
in
him
the
on the
group-
leash or whatever, right?
Yeah, you kind of made like a leash for him, so
I feel like
you've got
we
him
can
in your
still-
toddler thing.
we can still have fucking Canary in the Coal Mines, him lead the way. And as long as he thinks he's gonna survive, might actually try and help us.
True that.
I don't see
mean,
a problem with
I
finding
guess
out
the
if it's
real
useful.
question is, Dylan, our crew, the four of us, I mean, we've been on this ship not long, but especially someone like Das, is he going to have a pretty good understanding of like the layout of the ship as a whole and like where the different factions are and et cetera, or is this something that like
I feel like the problem is like it's Jesus Christ.
yes, come Fister.
Yeah, thanks for gifting that sub to Cumfister. Anyways,
I think the worst part of that is I'm quietly munching on chicken Alfredo pizza.
Wow. I get the
yeah.
I'm just sort of like,
fun.
You've got the white sauce.
God damn it. God damn it.
So essentially, it's a big fucking ship, and you would have a general idea of like where territories are located and like understandings of certain regions of the ship, but there are parts of it that you've never been, and this is definitely an area that you're less familiar with because you're not commonly down here. So there's parts of the ship you would be familiar with. The entire ship, probably not. It is a very large vessel, even though it's small, on the small size for other ships of the 41st millennium. But, like, I don't know. Maybe I could get you to roll for it to see how, like, much familiarity you have with this specific space, if you'd like.
What would that be?
Awareness?
Probably, no, probably,
Leadership? That's tough. Because this is like prior knowledge, right? This isn't like being in the area and sensing something. This is like knowing schematics or like dealing with previous, areas.
So is it scholar or tech or?
Could be scholar.
Give me a DN for scholar test, please, to see how much.
DN 4?
Yeah, for all the little bits and bobs.
Oh wow.
I believe in you.
I have a terrible scholar's.
Oh, I have to get a crit. That's why I was looking at that. My scholar stat isn't horrible, but if it's a 4, there's no way I'm gonna pass it unless I get a crit.
And that did not go well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, as far as like most, you do know a good majority of this shit more than most. It's just.
But I don't know their specifics. So
yeah,
we have.
You're not as familiar with a lot of the interior workings of certain gang territories because you've never had the opportunity to enter without being rebuffed by anybody on their borders.
But we did run into them. So we do have like a recent situation where we saw them. So we have a better idea of the immediate area, but not like the whole of their territory.
Yeah, I mean the big thing is that like it's more about where is this specific servitor being stashed in their territory. It's like we know where their general territory is. It's just like I don't think we would have the ability to just like show up at their door and be like, "Hey, you got a servitor in there?
Yeah,
give it back to us. That one's ours."
I mean, we could cause trouble and start beating ass, but then we got to.
Then we got to fight like a whole gang, and so
yeah.
I guess it's just a question of how you guys want to proceed for the time being.
Cool.
as far as you're all aware, you're not this specific location that might be a decent like. Basically, you have two options before you here, unless anybody comes up with something else around it. But the first is you declare this green skin completely useless now, end his life, and just bumblefuck your way through the bottom of the ship until you get to where you need to go, or you hopefully rely on his ability to at least put you in a closer proximity before dealing with him.
Yeah, I think we should get him to. Yeah, he already agreed to it. He's gonna take us closer. So let's fucking hop, skip, and a jump over.
Yep.
Yeah, closest.
Might
we
as
can
well
get.
let him run out his usefulness entirely.
All right, fair. Trisva, any other opinions, or are you pretty much aligned with that idea too?
You caught me right while I was typing out the gibbering thong. So but no, I think that sounds perfect. Listen, as far as I'm concerned, this just means that when we go to the gang, I can finally have some fun. So Drizba is even gonna her like resting bitch face is going to lessen by about 4%.
So almost
So as
like
you can see,
the
she's
hint of a
ecstatic.
smile.
Yeah, almost.
All right, fair enough. All right, okay, well, having him guinea pig the way there. I am going to do a roll on the encounter table in the ship to see if there's anything that delays your progress, but otherwise, Stock Pizzle seems fairly confident on being able to lead your group through the underbelly of the ship to the territory that he is familiar with for the downspouts. So, we're going to go ahead and do a little bit of the old roll 1d100.
Oh, hey, look at that.
What is that for?
So, navigating between the areas of the interior of the ship to any decent amount, I have a encounter table, essentially, and most of them are pretty mundane, but it just kind of sets the mood of like, there's shit you just run into when you're going from place to place on a big busy ship like this.
Like a Pokemon encounter.
Kind of, but
That's fine.
you
If there's these fucking Zubats, I'm gonna be mad.
Alright, 91. Okay, cool. Alright, so as you are wandering through the
Are we like
halls...
fucking Jesus? Are we like the fucking Dorothy? Like this is Wizard of
What?
Oz status. Like we have Toto and the Tin Man and fucking Scarecrow and follow the fucking shitty metal road. Anyway, go on.
Yeah. Anyways, so yeah, as you're making your way through the area, kind of leading this little green bugger through the bits and bobs, you come across a little bit of an interesting encounter. It appears that a group of menials, the lowest, essentially, societal class aboard the ship, who are commonly used in sacrifice to all kinds of things, have decided to take interest in what appears to be some kind of effigy of sorts. They are sort of taking a moment to worship it, and let me just go ahead and
What does this
roll.
effigy look like?
This effigy looks like, depending on what I roll, it appears to be a small, about it appears to be the size of about your height, Das. And it looks like some significant effort has been put into finding fabric of some kind. You're not sure if it's human hair that's been used or bits of mop or a mixture, but there's a bit of a small effigy that has been erected that seems like it has an attempt
Is it
to...
of me?
Well, it looks like it has a very large, luxurious head of hair and a long, luxurious beard. And as you're walking along, Stock Pizzle just kind of stops for a minute and just looks a little quizzically at it, and all four of you just stop there and see them. There's about 4 menials and they are speaking in hushed tones and talking to one another. And how do you guys do you want to take any immediate reactions to this at all?
I want confirmation that this effigy is supposed to look like Das.
All right, how do you want to get that confirmation?
I mean, how shitty or good is it? Like, can I do fucking? It'd be kind of obvious if it fucking looks like him. Yeah.
They're an aesthetics roll.
I mean, they're the menials of the ship. They're not exactly brimming
Artistes.
with talent, but yeah.
You don't know, you fucking racist.
I mean, it's about your height and seems to match similar features.
Well, I'm
Um,
assuming they're gonna react if it is me by seeing me.
Well,
Right?
that's what I'm asking. Do you want to reveal yourself and be like, what's going on here, or?
Fuck it, I don't know if I want to bother. Part of me is just like, nope, nothing to see here. Keep moving. Fuck.
Dresva, you see this going on as well. Do you have anything you want to do, or are you just gonna be like, we have better things to attend to?
You know that expression when you're walking on the street and you have some place to go and you turn your head and you go, "Oh, that's sort of neat."
Yeah.
And then you keep on going. That's
Mhm.
Drizva. She doesn't give a shit.
What about you, Tarvathian? Any interest in this encounter, or are you going to continue onwards?
Good shit all the time. This is fine. I don't have questions.
And what about you, Monty?
Looks like Shaper.
Shut the fuck up.
All right. So, are you gonna just usher everybody along then, Das, and not bother following up on anything?
Yeah, I think there's a low of Das seeing it, just going, no, nothing to see here.
Is it embarrassment or something
No,
foreign
I
to
think
you?
it's just like he sees it and he just goes, nope, I don't need to deal with that. I'm good. Let's.
And they didn't realize how close they were to their god.
Yeah, I think that if they don't notice us, I'm fine with us all shuffling right a fucking along. We'll address
I
the
love that.
cult of Das at a later date, apparently.
I love that. That's
It'll
so
just
great.
grow in the fucking background or some shit. Fucking 20 sessions from now. There's a new gang and they're worshiping the false god. And he shows up like, what the oh god, these guys. So listen, Captain.
All right.
Yeah. Is that fine? Are we allowed to just shuffle past? Do we need to
Of
roll a
course.
stealth or
No,
anything?
No,
or...
no. Most of these encounters are entirely optional. They just happen when you're walking through the ship.
I mean,
The Dasites
only-
will rise.
the only thing that in my brain says maybe it's a good idea to stop is if they do worship him as such, they could helpfully maybe find shit for us or such.
I mean, you're welcome to backtrack and make an opportunity of the situation, but it's entirely your call.
But also, it could be one of those things that they're like, oh, there he is. That's the thing we need to sacrifice. That's what we've been waiting for. Or some other weird shit like that.
In my
it
opinion,
could be bad and not in your favor for sure.
Yeah.
I think if they were actually worshiping Dash, they wouldn't be speaking in hushed undertones. They would be grumbling. So it's clearly not you.
Yeah, that makes sense. They would be grumbling like their god. Yeah, nope. We're gonna grumble right along. No touchy. No talky.
Alright, fair enough, fair enough.
Whatever you're doing there, fuck you, Dylan.
As you follow Stogpizzle further into the bowels of the lower levels of the ship, eventually he manages to take you to a narrow set of halls that lead through. It's so cramped, like these sub hallways, that it's very difficult for you to do anything but a single file approach. So, who's holding his leash first, I should ask?
Pretty sure that Drizza. Like, it's her leash, right?
Yeah, it that would be me.
All right, so you'll take the lead as things become almost single file in the sizing of these narrow halls.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right, all right. Who wants to line up behind Drizva?
Me. I'll be second
All right,
in
all
our
right.
Scooby Doo line.
And who's gonna go after Tarvathian?
I think Das will go there in third, and I think Monty's a good rear guard.
That is fair. All right. So as you begin to lead him through these narrow corridors, eventually Stog Pizzle comes to a stop and he goes, yeah, I think we sees. You could tell that he starts gesturing to a couple of markings on the wall that are very clearly the like gang insignia. These dance
Wu Tang
bats.
Clan ain't nothing to fuck. Wait, what?
Yeah, exactly. These dance bats lands and they's got their hands on these parts. So Stog Pizzles, it brought you here. What can I do next? Huh?
You said you knew what room.
Yeah. It's just Stog Pizzle knows. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Take us to the fucking room.
Yeah. It's Stog Pizzles. Do that right now. And as he starts leading you along a one of these narrow corridors, he turns the corner and stops and just kind of like looks around the corner and he says, "There's
No idea where he's going, does he?
No. He stops and he leans over and he goes, "There's some of the dance bats. There seems to be homes."
Wait. Seem to
Have
be
we,
what?
like homes?
Oh.
Do we? So are we in their vision now, or like is he just peeking
No,
around?
for ignore the placement right now. He's peeking around the corner of the approach, and he can see them. But here, for those of you guys at home who probably want to see what the hell's going on, this is not an accurate representation of current positioning, but it is the map we are interacting with. And essentially, he's looking around the corner, and as you peek around the corner too, Drizva being his lead, you can see that there are two very clearly denoted members of the Downspout gang who are basically just kind of standing around having a bit of an idle conversation as they look to be perhaps on some sort of guard duty, or not entirely sure. But Drizva, you're the one who would see it first. How do you want to relay this interaction to the rest of the team? Because nobody else would be able to see beyond you at the moment.
Cool. I'm gonna raise my fist up above my shoulder, and I'm gonna hold up 2 fingers, and then I'm going to slide those 2 fingers together and begin doing some silent witch speak hand gestures. Realize that they don't understand them, and then I'm just gonna put my fist back up, turn it into 2, and then I'm just gonna make air quotes, meaning, well, they're not gonna be there for long because Drizva's just going straight with her impale at her side with a pet grot on a leash, and she's just going to, advance, looking as initially unthreatening as possible.
Yeah,
Doss
good
is
luck with
going to
that.
assume that your 2
Yeah.
fingers and other things are you making pervy gestures. The
Only to your mom.
Doss's mom.
Yeah, she's grumbling for a whole different way.
Doss's mom grumbles.
Cool.
All right.
No, I picture Doss's parents like super cheerful and nice and like happy. And, like, oh my god! He's always like.
So you're gonna lead the grot on the leash and walk right into these guys, then, Drizva?
Yeah, I'm just going to approach them. I'm just going to keep a nice steady pace, and I'm going to walk straight at them. So.
All right, Tarvi, my boy. You're next in line going through this space. Do you have any preferred approach? Will you show yourself around the corner, or are you gonna wait to see what Drizva ends up doing?
Oh, I mean, I assumed that we were just doing our like Hail Marys and whatnot. So I'm gonna do some of my gestures as well, and just I'll follow.
All right. Doss and Monty, you guys are in the hall, and because Doss is so small and Monty you're so leany, I would say that the both of you can occupy the same space without too much issue.
Wow.
So how would you two like to act? Would you like to just observe from around the corner, or are you guys just gonna pile in too?
I think Das he follows along, grumbling away.
What about you, Monty?
I mean, at this point, he's just bringing up the rear. Why slow things down? Continue on.
Alright, fair enough. So, Drizva, you take the lead here and run basically right into this group, and as they're having their conversation, they turn to look, and they're so utterly confused because this strange-looking, dark-skinned woman in very, interesting armor comes out leading a little green grot, basically toddler leash style, into the space, and they both just stop their immediate conversation, and it looks like they're holding some kind of like weird how do I even describe this? It's like it almost kind of like a piston driven little kind of steam gun looking thing. And they both have like jagged pipes that are just kind of like hanging off the side of their outfits. And as you get closer, Drizva, and they turn to look at you, what would you like to do?
I'm going to sort of attempt what I think is a perfectly socially acceptable smile and speak, and I'm just going to say to them, looking for pass.
Look, they look at each other, and one of them goes, "I don't know any pass around here."
I'm going to stare at them for a minute and think for just a second and go, door lock, deliver. And I'm going to point at the, I'm going to wiggle the leash and say, boss wants.
You like talking to them like they're fucking stupid as hell, but you're not wrong to do so. They just kind of exchange glances a little bit, and the one at the top here basically goes, well, I'm not. If you're here for the boss, this isn't what a boss is, but what? Yeah, isn't that one of them little fuckers from the Crunchums?
Yes. Let pass.
They look at each other a little confused. Drizva, you can go roll me one of them there, deception rolls?
Close did I get? Because I didn't stop walking and they didn't tell me to stop.
Oh, you're like right up in their shit.
Excellent. Wonderful. I'm going to kill the guy on the right.
Okay.
I was gonna say that you could just fucking kill Stogpistol at this point because it's pretty fucking obvious he doesn't know where we're going, and that's a pretty strong intimidation factor of just being like, you look at both of them and you stab them in the fucking head, and then you go, "Can we move?"
Okay, so
But yeah,
do you not even want to try for the deception roll? Or are you just gonna?
No. They already let me close. This is they made their mistake.
All right.
The deception is they thought they got to live. So.
So the right being the north one here for you.
Yes, please. Mm-hmm.
All right. Fucking. Make me. And you're using your impaler.
Yes.
Okay, make me an attack with your
Why are
impaler.
we leading with just killing these guys instead of just going and getting the servitor that we need?
Well, You had your chance to say something, but you let Drizzt take the lead without grumbling.
I didn't
hard
let
enough.
her take the lead. She was up front. That's just how it was work. This all happened
Technically,
very
I
fast.
had the lead, and it was attached to a grot.
Okay, make an attack with a DN of 2, because this guy's literally only got a defense of 2 with your Impaler,
Excellent.
please. Alright, yep. Now go ahead and roll me the
Cool.
damages.
Okay. A shift is possible. I don't think this guy has a lot of armor, but I'm just gonna go for it. Let's see. What does this do? No. Oh, okay. And then we'll I just click on the weapon and I hit roll, right?
It should have given
For
you
the
damage button. Oh, you did a weapon skill test. You can.
I did. I'm a dum dum.
It's okay.
I'm a stupid. There we go. There we go. Okay, I'm
Just
keeping the
roll
hit.
the damage.
And I'm,
Yeah,
Something
yeah. I
unexpected
see what I
happened.
did. I
No,
see what I
no.
did wrong.
yeah. So you just make sure you use the weapons profile itself.
I
Okay.
don't know. I see a wrath complication over there.
Well, that's 10 damage.
So yeah, because I have
an
traits
AP
brutal,
of -1.
so
So,
yeah.
I will.
These are our shipmates. I'm just trying to make that clear. Like, this is a ship that we work on.
I mean, that one was our shipmate.
Yeah.
It's entirely
Sorry,
correct because he don't have a lot going for him here other than yeah.
And there's nothing that
fear
I
to
can
his
say or
chin?
do to stop this. It's already in motion.
No, she's already stabbed him in the face. So he died.
I'd like to use. I'd like to do a second action.
Yeah, what's that?
I'm going to snap a kick to the other guard's head because I don't think I can attack with the same weapon twice.
No, you can. It's a multi-attack.
Oh well, then I'd like to multi-attack the other guy.
Okay, so the DN to fuck his shit up
It goes
is
up to
4.
2.
Yeah.
Yeah. Excellent. Thank you. Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh no! Wait, did it win?
No,
No.
it failed.
No,
Oh,
it's,
no.
it's only 3 successes. Do you?
I'm gonna reroll with the wrath. Yeah, I'm gonna use one of those
What?
things.
No. Wrath has to be agreed upon for reroll.
No, not with Wrath.
Yeah,
What?
not with wrath. It's
That's
glory.
glory.
Willy-nilly use our fucking
Uh-huh.
wrath points.
Yep, you
Yeah,
guys could
I'm stealing a wrath point. Listen, I have
Alright.
generated so much glory. Let me have one wrath. Just one. I just want one wrath. That's so wrong.
Yeah, because I didn't want you to stab these guys at all. We probably could have fucking talked our way past pretty goddamn easily. And, you know, you're
Well-
already breaking the one rule that our fucking captain of the ship asked us to not fucking do.
I mean,
I don't remember
technically,
roll.
if
He
they're
said don't
dead,
murder people on the ship.
you still have other people you can talk to. It's just not these two.
Yeah. Besides,
Yeah,
you
that's
know,
gonna go really. How'd you get past our guards? What happened to them? Blah 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 blah. Why are they dead? Oh,
well,
great.
if they don't make a sound,
Okay, well,
they don't know.
reroll. You called for the wrath pool. Give me the reroll, please.
Well, do.
Can Monty strategically eat
That's
them
gross.
whole? So we have no evidence.
Wow.
Oh my god, there's even.
That's what you get.
Oh god, I can't pull my spear out of this man's fucking head.
Roll
It's
again.
You
stuck.
are.
You have to roll again.
Your attack causes you to become blind.
You fucking
Oh,
get.
this motherfucker just like just shit blood all over.
Hold on.
The one wrath point.
Oh, hold on. This means Stalk Pizzle is your scene, Igamo.
I just.
Salvation, everything.
It's only until the end of the round, so it's like I stabbed the dude and he just like
Jillian,
shot.
make her
human
blind for the
blood.
next half hour and have Stalk Pizzle as your second scene, Igamo, please.
Hold on. First, Proxy,
Ever.
thank you very much for contributing another point to the pool. Thank you for increasing our wrath pool back to 8. We appreciate that. So yeah, You rolled. You don't. I'm so confused because you're not actually gonna hurt him, or well, you can't hit him. Your reroll failed spectacularly, so you don't even hurt this guy. So he's going to. How does he do the blind?
No, it says that she could hit like a steam pipe or something else. Like she missed fucking hard. Like
Yeah.
spectacularly hard. She fucking
Yeah.
missed and hit something else, and that blinded her.
Spectacularly.
Mm-hmm. Spectacularly.
Spectacularly. All right. Well, this guy's still alive, and so you go to scratch his weapon. Like as you're attacking, he uses his weapon to block it, and it ejects some sort of like pressurized canister of something that like holds part of the weapon's mechanism into your eyes as you're striking him.
Oh,
so
God.
you just stumble backwards, unable to see at the moment, and he's still upright and standing, and so I think now is a pretty good time to start the initiative order. So let me start an active encounter here, and we begin the combat. And yeah, so the way that the initiative order here works is technically you guys pick who goes first. However, I'm going to spend a ruin to take the initiative to see if he can call out to anybody. But you guys can choose if you want to use your glory point to override that. And
Yes,
I would like to. I
I
would
get
like
to do
see-
nothing. You just did your turn.
I know, but for free, without spending a glory, I can seize the initiative once per combat.
You're blind.
I mean, she still gets to attack. It's gonna suck.
But if you want to spend the glory, we can too. I was just offering a different alternative.
Yeah, I think
Let me
spending the
see.
glory
We
would
can
be
just spend
safer.
We can just spend a glory to prevent
Well-
him from seizing the initiative, correct?
Technically, you might be able to do both. I just want to read the ability
Cool.
first.
Also, how long is a round? Is it just all of us going?
Yes, basically.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, this character may seize the initiative once per combat without spending glory. So basically, you would be able to do that without reducing the glory pool. But maybe. Well, here's the choice you guys have to make. Do you not want to spend the glory and let Drizva just seize it right now? And she makes the attack, but that still takes up the slot of the initial seizing. So if she fails, then he gets his go, essentially.
I think it'd be safer to spend the glory.
It would, because it's going to increase the DN by 4, which means to hit him, I'm going to have to roll 4 or 6 or higher.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Who would like to take the opportunity to be the one to make their turn on the initiative seizing, because only one of you can do it.
Monty would like to rush forward and
I-
tackle this dude and bite his fucking head off.
I was gonna say I would love to watch Monty just like leapfrog over Doss, like he uses his shoulders and just kind of like pops over him, and then fucking Battletoad jumps on top of this guy.
Go Goomba
Go
stomp.
for it, Monty. I'm fine with that.
All right, it's Monty time.
Does he have an unarmed attack? Like
Does
a
Monty
like a
have an
beast,
unarmed attack?
Yeah, like a beast type thing, like a bite or a slash or something.
Yes, unarmed is its own attack profile, but I mean, are you trying to kill him or just like incapacitate
Yeah,
him?
he
Like-
gets what Driz was trying to do. The other dude's dead. We might as well do this, like I kill this guy, then I eat both of them, and there's no evidence.
Well, you have your
Me and Montier understand each other.
you have your knife if you're not
I
wanting
do.
to use the rifle's melee.
Oh
for
no,
whatever
no,
reason.
no rifle melee. Too tight in here. He just claws this motherfucker and tries to bite his head.
All right. Well, it would probably. Well, okay. So here's the thing. I don't really have like a weapon profile for Monty's like melee, technically.
Biting.
Yeah, you don't
We
have
need
like
to we need to work that out.
a bite profile. So
Okay, I will stab him with my knife to
No,
make
I
it
was just
easier
wanted to
for
make
the
sure I
stab.
was giving you the right information before you made your choice. So your strength attribute would be your damage on that one plus 1 extra die, and you would still use your weapon skill to attack. So you could make it just a weapon skill attack if you want to, and then
Okay.
the damage would be 5 plus 1 extra damage dice if you hit with that. Or you can choose to use your knife, which is 7 damage base and 2 extra damage die, or you can use the rifle, and I mean, it's your call. If you want to...
He has his knife out. He had some success stabbing the garbage monster in the eye, so he's just feeling his knife right now. So yeah, let's do
Alright.
that.
So
Leap and stab.
go ahead into your combat tab and hit knife, and then the DN is 2.
Yeah. Wow. All right. Don't be bad. Don't be
These
bad.
guys aren't wearing very
Don't
good.
be bad. Oh, my fucking
Yeah,
goodness.
there
that-
you go.
That guy... Well, you get your glory back.
Wait,
and
do
you're
I roll?
cool.
Do I roll the critical hit first, and then the damage?
By Chihuahua.
We've never gotten a crit, I don't think.
Critical hit is its own thing on a table, so you roll the damage and then you roll the critical hit table. So hit roll
Okay,
damage.
so okay.
Okay, 7.
to-
Now roll critical hit.
What? What?
Target
Appalling
suffers
detonation.
6 wounds if the target carried any explosives. Critical hit. Okay, well.
Oh my god.
Wait, that's actually terrible. He was going to make noise, and now he's definitely making noise if he has
You
some.
just exploded that man with a knife. That's what I'm reading.
You stabbed him in the goddamn, like a steam piston or something, and it just...
Makes it much easier to eat afterwards.
I feel like Driss was immediately jealous that he made someone explode with a knife. She's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, honestly, yeah.
Okay, well, Monty has the brutal attacker talent, or brutalist, sorry. So, that is a point of rend. And overriding his resilience. I mean, it's an extra 6 wounds, so... Yeah, that guy also dead. Damn, Jesus. My poor downspouty boys. So you charge forwards, leaping over Das, wiggling your way past Tarvathian, charging into this man who is like... He's looking at his weapon and trying to, like, do something about it because Drizva just caused it to start leaking, and he's just like shaking it, and you stab your knife into the weapon as he goes to block you, and it just shoots out this compressed thing of like whatever is sealed inside of it to help propel these weapon, like the stuff in it, and he is like and it fires the weapon off, and it just lands right into the side of his throat. So like as he's trying to block, it just triggers and the whole thing explodes, and there's shrapnel in his throat as he's just like to the ground. So whether anybody heard that or not is entirely a different matter that I will roll for momentarily, but these guys are dead.
I mean, I felt that. I got a snack. I'm happy.
Yeah, can I proceed to eat both of their corpses?
I mean,
Me and Monty are just really efficient.
Would you eat everything and then what? Stuff their gear in the vent? Like, are you stripping
I
them down
would.
first and then eating them?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think he would want anything to do with their weird, like, pipey metal armor, but he definitely wants to hide the evidence. So yeah, he would just like eat them entirely, and then just stash the shit There's got to be somewhere we can
I
put
feel
it.
like it takes a little bit of time for him to eat 2 full-grown human beings. I don't think
I
it's
mean,
like they're a fucking snake and you just swallow them.
No,
Like,
no,
"We're good."
no. It would be like at least 10 minutes.
I would say longer than that. He's not like he's a fucking great white shark or like a snake that just like
Well,
unleashes
it's a
its jaw
moot
and
point
swallows
for
you
now
whole.
because you can hear the sounds of running footsteps in the direction here.
Oh boy.
uh,
So as you'll
Great.
hear
So now that we
approaching
have to fight an
figures,
entire gang to get our fucking servitor because you couldn't keep it in your pants, Drizva.
Sorry. When the impaler is out, it's gotta go in somebody.
okay, so if we're hearing them coming and they're not here yet, can we just like stash the bodies somewhere and pretend like we never saw these dudes?
I mean, you have a very brief moment to act. So unless there's a nearby hole to just yeet them in immediately, I would like to. So tell you what, let's go down
Blame
the line.
Stogbizzle. Instantly blame him. Someone tackle him like we caught him in the act of killing those people. Quick, clean your knives.
Oh God.
Fucking. Oh boy! All right. So Stogpizzle is like he's totally like, what the fuck at this like immediate fight. Drizva, your eyes are still in pain as you're just kind of like blinking off the like, that really fucking hurt. So to that effect, what I want from you is, give me a toughness test with a DN of 2, please.
Yeah, I can do that. Cool. I can use my agility for a toughness test because I'm not immobilized. Where is my agility? It's over here. And DM2. Wow.
Yay!
I got 1 point of glory, guys. Hey.
All
I
right.
did it.
You goddamn fucking Dark Elder. Anyways.
Listen, I'm a glory battery, all right?
Yeah.
No, but seriously, Das is gonna like, unless something else happening, Das is gonna run over, pin Stogpizzle like they caught him in the act, and cover his mouth so he can't fucking talk. Stick like something sharp in his hand and put some blood on it.
Okay.
And we're all, you guys hide your knives. We're all behaving like we just caught him stabbing these guys in the act. Thank you.
All right. So Das is.
And we will summary execute him in response as soon
Das,
as these other people get up.
you need to roleplay relay that to your teammates so that they know how to respond to this initiative.
Right, we've all done a cover-up before. I'm assuming you all know how this goes. This little shite was the one that did it. Put the knives away. Let's act like it was him and we caught him doing it. We're heroes. They're welcome. Also, we need our servitor, and then we'll be on our way.
Oh, goody. I do love lying to the Monkai. Let me just hide. Oh, yeah, I suppose. And she's going to look at her spear and kind of wiggle it a little bit, pull it out of the other guy's face, and just be like, all right, cool. And she's just gonna kind of flick the blood off of it and then, stow it for the moment. So, unless somebody's looking at her back, they're not going to see it. And then she's going to promptly remove the shard net from Stogpizzle because it doesn't look all right if he's tied up like a fucking,
I assume you had taken it off of him and then just leashed him.
Oh no, I left it on, draped around him like a shock collar.
Oh god, okay.
So now it's off him, and I'm just gonna stand back by Tarf, and I'm just going to look like I'm horrified as I sit there, splattered in gore, looking like I was at ground zero because the one dude exploded like a fucking hand grenade.
Monty, what about you? Are you gonna follow Das's
Oh no, look what happened.
No, Monty's just gonna stand where he's at and just nod his head and say,
Yes, Shaper.
Okay, Tarf,
He's decided.
What about you?
There's gonna be the slightest change of expression, because Harvathian just always looks kind of confused. Gonna try to infuse a little bit of horror into that. But oh, yeah, like I just got here and people blew up.
Like,
I'm just here so I don't get fined.
okay. Can I get a Let's see. To the effect of how well you managed to do this, Das, can you give me a let's call
Obviously
it...
a tech roll. You're welcome.
Yeah. No, I want a deception roll, please. DM3.
Okay.
Yeah.
Don't worry, that's not directly related to the incant. It's how well you set the scene, but
Yeah. Places, everyone.
all right. So as you guys are quickly readying yourselves off of that, there's like you see one of the gangers peer his head around the corner, and he's readying one of the weapons, the like long range weapons that they look like. Well, they're not long range, but anyways, this weird piston weapon thing that he's holding. He's just kind of leaning around the corner, and he's just like, "What? Who are you folks? What happened?"
Oh, Captain sent us down. We're here to collect a missing servitor. As we were coming in to chat with these lovely guards you got here, this little fucking jabbershite popped out of the vent and just started attacking him. We were gonna interrogate him, but not sure what was going on. I'm assuming he's the front runner of another gang's attack on you guys or something. We can just kill him right now if you want.
Does anyone want to offer any input to help support this effort, or?
Everyone just nods sagely.
I'm just
Is that
gonna
what happened?
Drizva's gonna nod, and then she's gonna be wiping blood off her face, just like trying to look horrified. It's hard not to smile during this for her, but she's gonna try.
What about you, Monty? Are you going to do anything in particular, or are you just kind of standing there?
Monty just kind of looks at the guard and says,
Yes, green one. Made. This one. Boom. Everywhere.
Stockpizzle is like flailing around on the ground. With, you have your hand over his mouth, Das. And the guard, the ganger who's sitting there just kind of like around the corner, you can see another one like starting to peek out, and he like is looking back and then looking back in, like trying not to be like openly an easy target at the moment. And the guy who's leaning around the corner talking to you just kind of looks down and takes his assessment of the situation, and he goes, well, you covered his mouth.
I mean, I'm assuming he was trying to alert whoever else might be with him or on the way, because he was screaming some stuff.
You saying there's more of these little green fucks?
There probably could be. I've been trying to fucking wipe him out on the ship, but having a bit of a tough luck. You know what I'm talking about.
Also, he bites.
You know what? Give me a deception roll of.
I've set this up good. They have no doubt in their mind.
What DN shall I give today?
1. Well, perfect setting.
Bully the DM. Bully the DM.
I don't know if you know this, but Monty went to thespian school on the Crude Homeworld, so he's...
Okay. Yeah, 100%. Top tier actor.
Mm-hmm.
Was in Tao Macbeth or whatever the fuck. Alright. You know what? It's gonna be a DN of 3. So go ahead and give me a deception test.
Me right now?
No, hard S.
Oh, okay.
Dust rumbles. Should we reroll?
Yes,
Is this worth
yes.
the glory reroll,
Yes.
friends?
No. Wrath?
Wrath would add a
for sure?
complication. Glory, it just takes a point away, and we would be down to 1 glory.
Glory isn't usable for rerolls.
You're a fucking
Only
reroll.
wrath.
You can use glory to improve results, and you can use them pre to add bonus die.
Can we do a group deception?
Yeah, I
Is
mean,
that
this is
offset?
a theatrical play. I feel like I should get a bonus
Sure.
from the team.
Sure.
supporting,
Anybody else
like-
who wants to try the deception test to see if you can salvage it, go ahead and roll deception with a DN of 3, please.
Okay.
Especially you, Tarv. I know you're in the back, but you're supporting. Just
Oh,
like
yeah.
just
Damn
like
it.
the child dressed up like a tree in the back row, there still matters to the play as a whole.
A little
so-
better.
I'm so ready for
Do
this.
it. Do it.
Wrath complication. Here we go. Oh,
Oh,
okay.
nice.
That was the best
the
you could
fuck?
get, but not strong enough. Just save us, please.
Is it like he starts talking and then I say my little bit and now Tarv is trying to chime in?
Well,
Tarv's like, I'm a tree. And they're like, that's right, that guy's a tree.
Tristan, do you want to make an attempt to, or are you good just sitting back and watching this unfold?
Listen, I feel like if I try anything of this, it's
You support
what
your
is-
team, damn it. It's a team sport. This is not about individual.
my fellowship is 1, so I roll the maximum amount of dice of 1.
No, this is deception roll.
This is deception.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Fellowship is under deception. Or deception's under fellowship.
Oh. So
Well,
you
I kill
at
people.
best do the same thing that Tarv did. Cool, great.
Yeah,
awesome,
at best.
awesome.
So, as 2 Eldars standing in the back do their best of, oh my god, reactions.
I mean, Tarv's was super convincing. He just didn't pass, but like he did
It's
really well.
true, it was very impressive.
He's like, "What? Did you see that? That guy exploded. That goblin did that."
The guy over here, he just kind of narrows his eyes looking at everybody at the moment and just goes, something not right about this. There's something real fishy going on here. You take that green little fuck and you all get the hell out of here before I open fire.
No, hold right a minute. You recently came across a servitor that we need, that's the captain's, that I believe this little shit's gang had tried to take. So, we need it back.
I don't give no fuck about the captain. Anything you
Right.
can tell me to do will be at the behest of Dinworld.
Cool. Tell Dinweld that Das, the quartermaster, says that he needs the servitor back. I'll trade you for it if we fucking have to.
Dinworld ain't here.
What?
Dinworld, the leader of our gang. He's
Yeah,
not
no.
here.
Great. Someone else that's second in command or would know where the fucking servitor is.
He looks over at the other guy. And they have like a little bit of a hushed conversation. And then he looks up and he goes, you stay right there. We're gonna go get the guy in charge. But none of you fucking move. And you hear like a with his weapon, and a little bit of steam starts kind of pouring out, and he's like, or I'm gonna put a pipe through one of your fucking heads.
A pipe? He has
Yeah.
a pipe launcher like a crossbow?
He does. It looks, upon closer inspection, and you would be familiar with this, the downspouts, what little in the way of range technology they possess being of the shitty, poor scavenger variety, they've created a type of weapon that seems to fire sharpened pipes, almost like a harpoon launcher, as their
Great.
sort of like choice of weaponry in these spaces. The other guy over here nods and kind of goes over in this direction. Starts running up. So looks like he's gone to look for somebody. So at the time being, does anyone want to do anything, or are you guys going to wait for whoever it is he's going to get to be brought here? Oh, I'm hearing a lot of votes for wait.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess I'm just gonna wait, and I'm gonna go lean over by Tarvathian and just go.
Here's the thing: we need to get this servitor. Stogpizzle doesn't know where the fuck it actually is, and it's not like we can fight our way through an entire fucking gang of a ship. Like, we will die. There's no way that's happening. These gangs are like thousands of people. These gangs are thousands of people. Shut the fuck up.
Only a
And
couple
also,
hundred.
a whole lot of killing on the ship is exactly what the fucking like. I was ready. Das is ready to, like, when we get off the ship, we can fucking murk basically anybody. We're still on the ship. Can we fucking hold it in? Keep it in your fucking pants until we get off the fucking ship and it's around people that we don't give a shit about.
Doss, I know that you're very short, but it's on my back.
What?
She's gonna wiggle her impaler. It goes on my back. It's not in my pants.
Yeah, it's a metaphor, euphemism, a couple of different things. I don't know if your people understand that. I know sometimes it's kind of hard.
Understandable. No, I just think that the intelligent quotient of that comment was a little low. And she's gonna just kind of hover her hand about your head height.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just as intelligent of what you fucking just did was, right?
Oh, I mean, it worked out wonderfully.
It hasn't worked out at all so far. We still haven't done anything besides you appeasing the fact that you wanted to stab things. So maybe shut the fuck up and keep it in your pants.
I've been so good in not stabbing people, Das.
Yeah, when we get
Please.
off the ship, it'll be fine. We're on the ship. It's one of the like 3 things we're supposed to not do on the ship.
So you're telling me that these gutter trash that are infesting your fucking Monkai ship can run around and do whatever they fucking please, but if I want to kill one to get through a door, I'm not allowed.
Yeah. One,
Ugh.
that you know we would have to fight this entire gang if we went and did it how you wanted to do it. That's not going to go well for anybody.
Stockpizzle is wriggling around on the ground in a panic.
Yeah, you can't do.
Yeah, I need you to give me a strength test, Das, to see if
How
anything
dare you?
comes of that.
How fucking dare you suggest that I need to do a strength test for this little piece of shit?
A DN of 2.
It's like handling a fucking baby.
Don't fail. Just don't fucking fail.
If I fail, I'm blaming it on arguing with you.
Yeah, just strength, and then DN of 2.
Us.
Wow.
Hey, there you go.
Uh,
Means he wiggles, and
You
then,
got-
he,
you got
and
a
then he just
glory.
like slams his head in the ground. It's like, don't fucking move.
Dres is gonna just gently clap her hands a little bit. Just go. See, Das. You're getting it.
Oh, listen. These guys, these fucking shite. We can go on a fucking mission together and clear these fucks out of the ship later if you want.
I'm just gonna casually step on Stockpizzle's hands while me and Daz are talking, just so I can, not be standing in the back and we're talking across the room. And I'm just gonna quietly intone to Daz using Stockpizzle's, obvious discomfort to sort of mute the conversation as I lean over and speak to Daz and go, I'll tell you what, I'll make a deal with you, Daz. A wonderful deal. You'll love it. I want 1 plasma grenade.
Easy.
All right, fine. I won't kill anybody on this ship then.
Shit. That's how it works. Das can bribe you all fucking day. You want Twinkies? Like, what do you want? Like,
I got you. I got all kinds of shit.
I got all kinds of shit.
Wow.
Now you're speaking his language. This is wheelhouse. It's nothing.
Wonderful.
His entire basis on the ship is basically doing favors and getting shit.
Excellent. Fantastic. Then we have a deal. I won't kill any more of these people here. And when I next feel bribed, I'll let you know my price. But for now, I look forward to that grenade.
Sounds good.
And she'll just walk off. Go stand next to Tarv. Lean against the wall and just smile briefly before going back to Rusty and bitch face.
So as this interaction is going on, before the rest of these guys show up also, Monty, were you hoping to do anything before the more people show up, or were you basically just kind of waiting for the go-ahead from Das?
Oh, he's just like looking at the bodies and kind of getting hungry. But
I'm down.
he abstains. He abstains.
Tarvathian, any rituals of hopeful success you'd like to enact here, or are you taking an observation stance for the moment?
I think. Nah, you know what? I'm good. I'm gonna continue practicing my acting back here.
Are we at the 4 glory? Because we all just like rolled good.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So as you're waiting, you can hear the sound of multiple footfalls of people coming back here, and eventually you can see it looks like flanking each side of the tunnel, heading into more of this territory. There's 2 gangers on each side with their weapons leveled, one kneeling and one over the other, and they've created kind of like a wall of like readied, fireable weapons. And
Maybe
one
I
of
get
them.
that plasma grenade for Drizma now.
Yeah, one of them steps forward from the group, and he looks a little bit bigger. Like the one with the little blue marker is definitely seems to be a bit more in charge, because his outfit denotes a lot more extra kind of, shall we say, flair to it. And he is carrying what appears to be like a very much longer pipe with an axe part on the front of it that looks like it's been made out of like all kinds of horrible scrap that has been shaped into this really nasty weapon. And he just kind of strides forward, a little bit taller than the rest. And he says, "Seems you's here for a servitor of some kind. Is that what I'm hearing?"
Alright, yeah. Das Junior Quartermaster. Hard-ass Gormthrong. You guys probably know me. I do trades and a lot of work for the ship here. Someone stole it. Your guys found it when I think some of these fucks were stealing it. Appreciate that. We need it back. Let me know what we can work out to do that. Also, I think in vengeance for you stealing it, this little fuck and some of his guys were trying to come in. We came upon him attacking your boys, so, I don't know if there's more of these guys coming up soon or what. I don't know what's happening.
He looks at you a little incredulously and goes, "Right. Well, the little green one there killing 2 of my men and you showing up right after is a little hard to swallow, but regardless, this here's Dan's spare territory. And if you want access to anything we have in here, I'm gonna need to facilitate a trade. I don't know who the fuck you're representing, but unless you get permission from our leader, then this is a matter of commerce."
Right. Again, I'm a quartermaster on the ship. I don't represent anyone besides myself. I just need the servitor back. It got stolen. You guys
Right.
found it.
Yeah, no, I'm
I
hearing what you're
understand
putting
you
out
want
there, little
something for
man.
it back. That's
do.
fine.
I do
Let
want
me know.
something.
Yeah. What are you feeling? Like you need some fucking extra rations from the mess? Like what do you want some fucking, let me know.
What do you got to offer?
I don't know what you guys want. That's what I'm saying. I got access to a lot of things. I'm just defaulting to the Eric Bush voice and it's fucking killing me.
Does anyone want to, as this conversation is going on, do any of the other three of you want to chime in, or are you gonna let Das take the reins?
Oh, I'm gonna let him do the talking because right now Drips is just saying, in her head she's just going, "Man, that's an awfully crowded corridor. It would be a shame if a grenade just bombed over Das's head."
It would be. It would be. Tarvathian, anything on your end? Are you... And I'm also checking to make sure you guys are cool with your positioning.
I don't want to move, just in case. But I'm definitely eyeing, like, okay, what if I gotta do, like, can jump over DOS, stuff like that. I'm making plans in my head. Don't
yes,
worry about it.
everyone play fucking leapfrog over DOS today. That's what we need to do.
I mean, you're up front, and we're all taller than you, so that's what's gonna happen.
Monty, do you have anything that you would like to offer, or are you gonna continue to let Das make that negotiation?
I mean, there's no reason to interrupt Das at this moment. He's kind of doing what he does. So Monty just he continues to lovingly sniff the air as it fills with downspout blood, and he just he's just internally hoping these guys fuck off so he can eat them.
Would you say that DOS could potentially use his jargon skill talent here?
Interesting. Well, Das, you're knowledgeable enough on a particular subject to open your mouth and let the information flow out. You must pick which of your skills. During any social encounter, you can make a skill test using your jargon skill. If you fail, if you succeed, the target is interested or trained in the skill. They are likely to become more friendly to you. Yeah, I'd say this might apply here because you'd kind of jargon your way through negotiating random mishmash bullshit that you've probably had this level of negotiation many times.
Yeah, I figure like the reason I took that skill is literally like this is DOS's wheelhouse. We're now bartering. We're doing trade. We're talking about favors. We're talking about whatever, and like he just needs to be able to like jargon his way through a lot of that. You know what I mean?
What skill is it applied to?
It literally, it's make a skill test using your jargon skill. I don't know how that works.
When you take this talent, you must. You must fuck ass. Sorry, no, don't fuck ass. When you take this talent, you must pick which of your skills it applies to from the list in the requirements section above. So I guess it would be like.
1 second.
Tech would apply. Tech would be what it would be based off of here, I'm pretty sure. It would make sense. In all the ways I can round it around, tech would be the relevant roll you make here to that.
Okay, so so we'll just associate tech with his jargon skill from now on then?
Yeah.
Okay, so
I think the DN for this being applicable into the negotiations is probably going to be 2. They don't have a lot of shit, so you're probably pretty proficient at blathering on.
I also feel like he's bartering with a group of people that he's probably bartered with before. Like on this ship as a whole, he's probably done this type of shit with basically every faction in his role as a quartermaster, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so tech is what we're associating this jargon skill with. On.
Yes, yes. So DN2 tech test for me, please, and that will apply to the jargon. And then we will remember that.
I guess I'm just confused as how, like, I guess it's just I do this and the jargon gives that effect. Like, there's no anything beyond that now, right? Like,
if the target doesn't share your knowledge, they stand stupefied, distracted. So yeah, it's like you could probably influence him. The way I view it in this instance is like this is kind of your alternative to using persuasion, because you're
okay,
the jargon would apply here to being like, I got all this that I've got who's it's and what's it's and baubles galore.
You want thingamabob? I got 20.
Yeah, exactly. So go ahead and roll me that DN2 tech test then to see how well this all goes. And if we,
baby.
hey, you guys are just filling that fucking pool up. Jesus, come on! I just
start
managed to
swimming in that
deplete
pool.
it.
Yeah.
Cease and desist. I
Never.
demand. All right. So, as he's looking forwards and just kind of like thinking on the matter, he just goes, okay, you got a lot of stuff. You got a lot of stuff. I got that. Yeah. Okay. It seems like you got a lot you could trade. So, tell you what. Here's what we're gonna do. You go ahead and gather up anything you've got from that collection that you have to offer. You're gonna give me that little green fuck, and we're gonna make sure he gets what's coming to him.
Mm-hmm.
And if what you bring me from your collection of things is enough of an equal equivalent to the servitor I've got on hand, then, yeah, we can facilitate a trade.
Okay. Hold on here. They're not asking for something specific. Again, this is like why would they not ask something specific? They're saying like equivalent, and you're saying that their tech level is such that they use basically crossbows. They probably don't even know how to fucking use a fucking servitor properly. So
Yeah.
I'm saying, can I basically bring them a bunch of fucking junk and it's gonna be fine?
I mean, that's up to you to choose, because
Like-
right now in this situation, if you don't want to, like, just use from what you guys have on hand to facilitate a trade, you will have to go back through the ship and back to a place where this equipment is, acquire it, and bring it here to them.
I don't know what we might have that they might want.
I guess that's a good question, isn't
All right, everyone pat their pockets. What you got?
it?
Chris is gonna like blink real slow at you and then look at what she's wearing and then kind of cock her head slightly.
Pocket?
Pocket?
How sneakily can we take things off of these dead bodies?
I just give their armor
just-
back to them.
Yeah, we have this thing.
Lean in and just pick it up and like, you want this?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what all, but I don't think we really have that much on hand, right? Unless it's like, I'll give you some fucking grenade.
I have two questions here.
Yeah.
Start right there.
One, I do have the captain's paperweight. But secondly, do I know what the fuck a spirit stone is?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have one.
Yeah.
That's what I'm asking. Because my thing is like, hey, fuck you. You don't know shit about Eldar. Am I just like,
Oh,
I
I
hold
mean,
on to this rock?
Technically, if you want, we could say that your unfortunate affliction you can roll to see if you know what a soulstone is.
I mean, I don't want to. I don't want to give it away. But I
Dude,
think,
Give
it
the
just-
paperweight away.
yeah, for me, it'd just be something where I'm like, I just know that I have to hold the pretty rock But this you can have the paperweight.
It's gold, right?
I mean, yeah. I I wonder if it's still
Chaos infested.
yeah, a sentient object.
It's even better.
Well, you pull it out and you let me know what you're planning to do there, Tarvathian.
I mean, I don't
I'm just
think
gonna hand
they
it to
have
the.
much else unless they want grenades.
I'm going to wait. I would know what a soul stone is. Hold
Yeah.
up.
But this isn't a soul stone. He's just handing the paperweight.
Oh,
Yeah.
gotcha.
The other pretty thing I have.
All right. While Tarv is doing that, I want to lean in and whisper to Daz. These people are a bunch of fucking idiots. You know what we could do? Why don't we tell them that they can have the ship when we're done with it?
I mean, part of
think
me
about it.
says like we could very easily do that. Like I'm mentally talking out loud in Doss's brain right now, because it's like there's this level of like, yeah, there's this ship. The servitor goes in the ship. Once we're done with it, you know, we can just say that we parked it back in the hangar, and then we'll show it where you guys where it is, and if you take it afterwards, like, no big deal. We don't give a shit. It's not ours. You know what I mean? Like, there's part of me that's just like, oh, and the captain can't get mad at us when we park it back in the hangar, and then it's just like fucking gone when he goes to look later. It's not like he's been keeping tabs on it anyway. It was all beat to shit and had the servitor missing, like, when we came in, so that's not a bad idea.
So, correct me if I'm wrong, but
We're offering to give them that fucking ship when we get done using it.
Okay, all right.
Cause fuck it, that's not ours. And like we will show them where the hangar is, and I'm sure there was other random in there, like, you know what I mean, that they maybe haven't gone to that area or scavenged
Yeah.
or looked it up. So we can just be like, listen, anything in that hangar, we'll show you a secret hangar. Anything in there is yours. You can take anything and everything.
Interesting.
They just
All right.
can't have the ship until we're done using it. We got to go on a little errand and we'll be back, and then they can have that. But anything else in there, they can go and take, like, right now.
All right. Well, why don't you go ahead and roleplay that out for me? Propose it to the fella.
So, there's this secret hangar. There's a secret hangar, and in that secret hangar, there's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of gear that you could probably use, as well as there will be, when we're done with it, we got to run a quick errand, a ship, a small shuttle that you could be using. You can have it. We don't give a shit. It's not ours. We're borrowing it temporarily.
He looks out a little interested and says, "You're telling me you got a spaceship inside the ship that you're using, and you need the servitor for it, yeah?
Yeah.
And if I give you that, and you fly around and do your business, and you come back, then it's downspout property.
Yeah, all yours. I don't care.
What happens while you're flying around out there if it blows up?
Well, I'll be dead and it won't be your problem.
But then I don't get anything.
Yeah, there's other stuff in that hangar. We're going to show you where that secret hangar is. You get a big reward if it all works out, but you still get some stuff if it doesn't, and you won't ever see us again.
Interesting. I see. Well,
I don't think
boss.
Dylan planned on us trying to give away the captainship.
Seems to me like a pretty good offer. And I'm not gonna lie, it'd probably be pretty popular with the boss.
And I'll do you a favor, and I crunch this little Wazet's head right now.
Hmm.
And we can send a message to his fucking gang that they're not welcome on the ship, and we'll be coming for them.
He nods his head a little bit and says, you know, it's not a bad proposal, and I'm thinking that'd be fine too if you kill that little green fucker there. Seem to be responsible for this occurrence, and your opportunistic timing seems to be pretty good. So you know what? Yeah, tell you what, you take me and some of my boys to this hangar. You show me what you've got on stock there, and we'll sift through what we need, and you get the ship running, and yeah, we can do that. That'll be good. That's good. I think that's a good deal. I think you think that's a good deal. And like a couple of the guys are like, yeah, I think that's a good deal. Yeah, seems like a pretty good deal to me. Well, I tell you what, why don't we go ahead and you crush that little green fucker right there. That'll seal our deal, and then we'll follow you to your little hidey hole, and we'll bring the servitor with us, huh?
That sounds great. You go grab the servitor, bring it along. We'll all go together. And then Das just looks at Driz and nods at Stockbrizzle and goes, Driz?
Ah, wonderful.
I'm
gonna remove his head from his neck.
With the impaler?
Yeah, I'm just gonna whip that shit out. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna pull it out from my back and just do an overhand, slice. Considering it's kind of like a halberd too. So, it's I'm gonna. How do I want my snack? Do I want it cleaved, cut? I'm just gonna stab him through the back of the head, nice and neat. All right.
All right.
What's my DC?
Considering
he's not moving and he's on the ground.
He's pinned. I mean, I suppose I should technically have you roll for the potential of a complication, but I mean, there's no.
This is execution. This isn't like a fight.
Do you want like a 1 or a 2?
I don't see how anything could really seriously go wrong here, honestly. Like, it's a pretty
cool.
clear cut, like, stab the little green fucker in the back of the head moment. Like, there's...
Excellent. I'm going to stab him in the back of the throat, and I'm just going to let him gurgle until he dies. And then I'm just going to sit here and close my eyes for a moment and just look almost pleased. And then it's going to be short-lived, because I'm going to be like, well, okay. That was a grain of sand, but, appreciated. And then she's going to bend down and pat Daz on the shoulder and whisper to him, you do know they're going to wait until you fix the ship and then try to kill us and steal it, yes?
Oh, 100%. It's just if they don't bring their whole gang, we can take care of them in the hangar.
Okay, and then I can kill them there, and then that's still part of our deal, correct?
No problem there.
Oh, fantastic. And then she's going to sit up and she's going to look at the men and go, all right, gents, well, hurry up. We have places to go, Monkai. And then she's going to turn and start strutting off.
Yep. I mean, listen, Das is trying to prevent things, but he's not like a pacifist or anti-violence. And like, he knows the harsh reality of a 40K universe that we fucking live in, and he's just like, yeah, we got shit to do. He knows that if they start shitting here, they're gonna have to try and fight the entire gang. Versus if a smaller squad brings the servitor and shows up the hangar and they try and double cross us, which the group is gonna be prepared for, we have a chance of fucking taking care of business and being fine and moving on. Thank you.
Clever. All right. Well, as you bring the end to Stogpizzle, I'll put the little icon in there for posterity's sake. As you bring about Stogpizzle's end unceremoniously, and the blood of his body drains into the grating below, the four of you readying yourselves to go with whatever contingent is going to be accompanying you. God damn it, Crafter. R.I.P. Pistoggle. As you Fuck, that really fucked me. Yes, as you guys await that process and make your way back to the hangar, I think now will be the perfect time for us to take our break.
Quick little break.
Yeah, while you're grabbing your drinks, remember to pour some out for Piss Toggle.
Fuck that fuck.
Fuck it. Yeah, R.I.P. Piss Toggle. Alright, anyways, thanks
Piss
everybody for
Toggle.
being here with us so far. If you want to support us, please go ahead and follow those links. And likewise, any contributions of $10 across all methods that we receive goes towards an increase in the raft pool. So thank you for those of you who have supported us thus far, and we look forward to more in the future. But for now, we'll see you all in a little bit. We're just going to go ahead and take our break, and we'll see you guys in about 15 minutes or so. So see you all soon.